Hello, I'm the Reverend Melissa Hill, and today is my final and seventh prayer, raising funds to support legal work for those who have been separated from their children at the border. It's been a couple of days, and that last one was weighing on my mind what I would pray to, when would I do it. I thought I'd do it yesterday for the 4th of July, Independence Day, but as I was doing my meditation work, I got a pretty clear message from the spirits, which is a weird thing to say. I got a message from the spirits, but I did, that indicated that, no, actually, Mel, you really ought to just take the day off. Take the day off and rest, and it's okay to take a day off and rest. And so I did, and I read a book, and did a fair amount of just sitting and being calm. Staring at a wall. Kind of boring, but it was good for me. So I'm back on duty today. Hi everybody, I'm back on duty. Doing all the various priesty and arty things I do. So today I was working on processing some herbs I had dried and dealing with some stock I had made. And I was trying to figure out what it is I was going to pray about. And I was thinking about how much I love this land and this place and living here, and how I struggle with the fact that I'm not indigenous. I'm not indigenous to this place. I'm white. My ancestors are from Germany and England and Scotland and many other places, who knows. But they all came here, and here I am many generations later, and I love this place. I love the Great Lakes. I love the rivers that flow through the land here. I love the Looking Glass River and the Grand River and the Red Cedar River. These places are my spiritual home. And I thought about putting myself in the place of these people who are in cages right now, who are separated from their children. And I thought about leaving, what it would take for me to leave this place. And I thought, wow, it would take a lot. And I felt like I had more in common with those people long ago who chose to stay in Europe than in those people who chose to go and immigrate. I have more in common with the people who are not my ancestors, because my ancestors left and I'm here. But I feel more kinship with the people who stayed. At the same time, I can see circumstances where I would leave, where I would up and leave. For my survival, for the survival of my children, I would leave. And I think that all of us who are lucky enough to live here in the United States and have citizenship and all the rights guaranteed therein, as much as those rights waffle, and sometimes we get worried about the preservation of those rights. We have the opportunity to be worried about the preservation of those rights in ways that other people don't have. And I feel very lucky for that. So all of that came around to the idea that I would like today to pray to the ancestors of those who came here from other places. Because I think more than anyone, those spirits, those people, would understand what those people at the border are going through and what they might have had to leave behind to come here and be caged. Because I don't think anybody walks through an entire country, walks, through Mexico to here because they want to. I'm pretty sure nobody says, golly, I'm going to leave everything I have and everything I own so that I can come to some place I've never been before with my children and try to start over. No one says, that sounds like a fun idea, to have nothing, So today, I pray to the ancestors of the immigrants. I call out to you spirits to you ancestors who crossed great distances. I call out to those who traveled on boat and plane. I call out to those who traveled originally across the land bridge to come to this place. I call out to all you people who generation upon generation came here with the hope of making a better life, with a dream of having a chance to succeed and to thrive. I call out to the ancestors of every person who lives here in the United States, whose ancestors came from other countries and other places. I call out to the ancestors of these people and ask you, ancestors, speak to the hearts and minds of those who are afraid. Speak to the hearts and minds of those who would deny the same right and the same chance they had because of xenophobia, because of misplaced anger. I call out to you who struggled, who walked away from their homes that they loved with almost nothing, who came with their children across the great ocean to start here again in search of freedom and justice. And I ask you, ancestors, to speak to the minds of those people and to speak to the hearts of those people who do not understand, and ask you to share your wisdom into their hearts and minds so that they may remember that their ancestors too came from other places, and that once long ago their ancestors had just as little. I pray to you, ancestors of the immigrants, rise up and speak, whisper in dreams. Reach out to your descendants and explain how hard it is and how much need there has to be to walk away from a place you love. May it be so. Thank you all. Don't forget to please donate if you haven't yet. Thank you for donating. Thank you for watching. This one was a little long and rambly, but I did get to the point, and I do think that these are important things that we need to say. So thanks to everybody, and especially thanks to my patrons, because now I have an awesome tripod, which I am filming this with, which really helps. Blessings upon you all. May the bounty of the land keep us and guide us. May the blessings of the gods give us wisdom and compassion. So be it.